Welcome everyone to today's video. We're going to go over the top 10 fastest ways to create some income online. Now, a lot of these have the flavor of profitable side hustles, remote work from home jobs, and also things you can do today to get your online business up and going, whether it's an online service-based business or building a brand and presence online. I think there's going to be at least one thing today that'll spark your interest, so let's get right into it. Okay, so getting started, the first thing we're going to talk about is long-form copywriting. So copywriting is an extremely highly profitable skill where if you learn it, you are very, very valuable. And if you're listening to this video, you most likely know English. You don't have to be an A+ student in English to be a very good copywriter. Businesses need this for their ads, and they also need it for their websites, their sales funnels, and copywriting isn't hard to learn. There's so many resources out there to learn copywriting. Here's a resource right here, Copywriting Secrets. And this book goes into depth about what copywriting is, the mindset behind it, why certain words sell over the other ones. And this is a great book and resource to get started, but there's so many things like this on YouTube and trainings online and resources you can get to start copywriting. So one example of long form copywriting is stuff that you see every day on Facebook and Instagram. You can open up your Facebook right now, scroll down, you'll see a sponsored ad, and you'll see that ad with long copy, meaning a few paragraphs worth of copy describing why somebody should click on that learn more button, download now, buy now, whatever the call to action is. And if you can help somebody capitalize on their long form sales content and do a good job and have that advertisement be high converting, you could make great money. And so let's say per client you're charging anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000 a month. And if you have 5 clients, that's great. That's anywhere in between $5,000 to $10,000 a month that you could be making. And I know copywriters that make a lot of money. They have 6-figure businesses. They can demand retainers that are higher than $2,000 a month per client. But hey, maybe you start at $250 a month and you make your way up to the $1,000 mark and higher as you get better results and as you help them convert more sales and convert more ads for their paid advertising. And again, this isn't just with Facebook ads or Instagram ads. This could be with sales funnels and landing pages. This could be with an ebook cover and the stuff within the ebook. This could be so many things. Copywriting is really everywhere we look online. So definitely consider learning the skill and getting your first client. All right, so the next method that we're talking about is being an SEO researcher for YouTubers. Now, what is this title and what does it mean? SEO researcher for YouTubers. Oh my God. So what this means is that YouTubers like myself, more so YouTubers that are just getting started on YouTube and just starting their channels, growing it from zero and wanting to get to their first 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, they really need help with the everyday optimization of their videos. So if you could help somebody be a YouTube growth manager and help manage the optimization of their channel, you could learn keywords and optimize their videos. So you can do the secondary keywords. You can help them figure out what is going to be a keyword-rich title that they can use for their video. And there's tools out there such as TUBEBUDDY where you can find out instantly if a title and keyword are good for the channel to start. And the cool thing about TUBEBUDDY is it's extremely user-friendly, it's simple to understand, and you can learn TUBEBUDDY, I'm sure, within a couple of hours. And so you can help make sure that the title is really well optimized, the description, the chapters in the description, the hashtags for the titles, and most importantly, the secondary keywords, aka tags, that go towards the bottom of the video, because those things are really time consuming and it's what holds up most YouTubers from getting started in the first place. Okay, so the next thing that we're talking about is helping businesses digitize their products. So this specifically refers to more so local businesses and businesses that have a very in-person presence, such as a gym, such as a dance studio where you have to go and physically be in the studio or the gym in order to get the service, right? And as a matter of fact, in the United States, there are 30 million approximately small businesses, and a lot of those are local businesses. And so if you can help a business during this time of the pandemic and COVID, these businesses have worked some of them their entire lives to achieve the success that they've had in their business, and they're not going to let COVID or the pandemic bring them down. They're going to fight to keep their business available. And if you can help them digitize their services, they will pay you big time. So one example I could think about was last year during in 2020 when the pandemic started. There was this business that was a dance studio, and the target audience was younger kids and kids in high school that attended this dance studio. And so what the owner did was she put her product, so the classes that were in person, she made them into a membership. And so people and the participants were able to access the classes and the lessons virtually and do them on their own time. And also a really cute thing, this isn't really digital, but this particular business owner was able to pivot, and the stuff that she gave out during class, such as lunches and goodie bags and stuff like that, she was able to make that a delivery service and still deliver, for example, Easter baskets during Easter to the students and stuff like that. So there's a very high demand right now for helping people that have normally in-person services convert them to a digital product. It's not very hard at all, but if you're somebody who has experience with digital marketing and digital products, ebooks, memberships, digital products, this could definitely be for you. Okay, so the next method that we're talking about is with high ticket affiliate marketing. Now this specifically was the method I used in the very beginning. Well, let me back up. It was after I quit my e-commerce stores. That was my first business model online. But after that, I resorted to doing affiliate marketing, and not just affiliate marketing with low ticket products and with recurring commissions or recurring subscription business models. I also did high ticket services, and I referred a lot of things. Okay, so I referred people's services. So for example, my friend back in the States has a marketing agency where he runs Facebook ads for different businesses, and right now his retainer is very, very high. I think it's like minimum $3,000, $4,000 to work with him with Facebook ads. And what he loves to do is have people help him get clients. When a client maybe off boards and there's no longer working with him, he says, hey, I'll give you 70% commission if you bring me a new client. So that's a really great chunk of change. If his clients are costing him in between $3,000 to $4,000, that's 70% of that. That's a lot of money. And there's so many other small business owners that have a referral system, and you can refer services. And so there's a lot of ways to set this up. I recently went over a video where I talk about affiliate marketing sales funnels and how to really make them high converting. I'll leave the link in the description for that. But the point is, high ticket affiliate marketing is definitely worth it because you're sending the same amount of traffic to an affiliate offer. And if that affiliate offer costs $500 or up to $2,000 versus a product you're promoting which only costs $30 and the commission would be significantly lower, it makes sense to promote high ticket products where you're going to get a good chunk of change for that commission that you earn. So this was what I did. I also promoted a digital service and product. It was an online course with coaching where that service cost, I think, $2,500. And for every sale I would get on that, I would make $1,000. So that was really, really cool. It only took 10 sales to make $10,000 a month versus, 100 sales to make $10,000 a month. That's much harder to achieve with a lower ticket product. So if you're thinking like, okay, where could I find a high ticket product to promote? Again, ask around to small business owners. Do you have a referral program? With the digital world, you can go on websites like Munchai and also ClickBank, where high ticket products do exist, products that cost $1,000 or more. So definitely check that out, because those business owners will probably have marketing tools for you where you have a link to promote it, where you have a landing page where you can collect leads and other things about the product that would be good to know. All right, so moving right along to the next method, and as a matter of fact, I interrupt this broadcast to say this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Now, what is Skillshare? Think about it as a huge digital library that you can access from your computer or your tablet, and it's an online community where you can go to learn, to sharpen a skill, to learn a new skill, just really to learn something new. And in this case, we're talking about the method of freelancing. And if you want to learn a high income skill such as Pinterest marketing, Skillshare definitely has the resources for that. So on this side of the spectrum, you could learn anything from entrepreneurship, marketing, and also they have categories in the artistic side, photography, videography, how to paint a picture, you name it, it is there on Skillshare. And so if you were interested in learning Pinterest marketing, for example, which is a high income skill, you can go to Skillshare and type in Pinterest marketing, and you can see amazing options on there. Like for example, this creator named Malcolm Dewey, he has a class where he goes over Pinterest, why it's important for your business, how to set up a business account with Pinterest, all this great stuff. And so the first 1,000 people to click on the first link in the description will get a free trial to the Skillshare premium membership, so go ahead and click the link below. Not only that, it'll cost less than $10 a month with an annual membership, so go ahead and check out the link in the description. And so don't underestimate the freelancing world. It is definitely a lucrative space where you can make lots of money. Yes, you definitely start out small with your first clients like all these other methods. However, once you get results for them, once you continue to build your body of work, I have friends that are freelancers and have freelancing businesses that make easily $20,000 a month all the way up to $100,000 a month. And so you just continue to scale and build out your team and outsource. And so that way you can take your freelancing business to the next level. All right, so the next method we're talking about here today on this video is with answering homework questions. So this isn't your typical online tutoring. This particular website called Study Pool, you could make up to $7,000 a month by simply answering homework questions. I don't know why this wasn't around back in the day. When I was in college, I would have been answering all those engineering questions because I was taking physics, calculus, these other horrible classes that I couldn't stand, soils, structural engineering, all of these classes. And I look at Study Pool now, I can't answer any of these questions now, but there's definitely engineering questions on there. There's all kinds of categories from business to medicine to calculus, math. There's even things on there like meditation, yoga. If you maybe know how to answer questions in the travel industry, there's travel on there as well. So really any type of question that's on there is a free-for-all and you can answer. And the reason why I love this website and Study Pool and the whole concept is because you can do it on your spare time, working from home, with the knowledge and experience that you have. And the highest earners on that website make over 6 figures. There's one earner, I forget his name, but I know he's made over $500,000 with answering homework questions. Now that is insane. That is so insane to me. So definitely check out Study Pool if you're like, man, I am really good with European history. There's European history questions on there. Or, wow, I am really good with tarot card readings in the spiritual world and full moon, and just go take a look. Trust me, in answering these questions, and you get paid. Some are more urgent. The more urgent ones you can get paid more. So maybe they offer $50 to answer a question. If you answer the question, you can get paid $50. So definitely check out Study Pool if you think that answering homework questions could be for you. All right, so welcome to Behind My Computer. Let's go. Okay, so Study Pool. It's a different concept. It's micro tutoring, as it says right there, which means it's kind of like one-off tutoring. You don't need to be dedicated to a student or have like what's the word, like a one-on-one type thing with somebody for a long period of time. No, it's just kind of one-off projects and boom. So let's take a look at some of the subjects. So if we click on business, there's so many things. I mean, accounting, business law. A couple of my friends are lawyers. This would be great. Data analytics, entrepreneurship, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, tourism. So this is so cool. And I could think of at least 6 of these that I have experience with myself. I mean, tourism is really cool. I'm not a tour guide or anything like that, but I've been a digital nomad, traveled around the world. I'm sure there's advice that I can give to people about traveling and tourism. Marketing, yep. Internet marketing, yes. Facebook marketing, yes. So it's really cool. Maybe your wheelhouse is more in humanities. So African studies, anthropology, global studies, history, all this cool stuff, dance. Really, the sky is the limit. There's so many different things in here. So maybe with religion, you know some things about the Bible, or you're really good with studying religious stuff. Women's studies, Latin American studies, linguistics, literature, music theory. So many people have different talents and skill sets and life experiences that they've been
exposed to and that they've achieved, which qualifies us to, you know, be this consultant in the version of a online tutor on Study Pool. And, you know, the list just keeps going on and on. Mathematics. Okay, so we got linear algebra, number theory, trigonometry. Do we have calculus? Yep. My little sister is 18 years old and she's in calculus, you know, A, B, and whatever. And I'm begging her, I'm like, look, you can make money easy on this website. She's so good at calculus, programming, you know, all these different things. Maybe this is your wheelhouse, science. So there's definitely not a lack of subjects here. You know, astrophysics, biochemistry, genetics, botany, geology, science, zoology. So pick one of these, think about it, and create a profile and see what you can make. So if we go to become a tutor, I think it is, you can have more of your questions answered about how exactly you'll be able to make up to $7,500. Man, guys, if I would have had this, I'm telling you, if I would have had this in college, gosh, who knows what I would have done with my life. I would have paid back my student loans faster, that's for sure. So why tutor on Study Pool? You can go ahead and check out this video right here. There's so many reasons to make Study Pool your go-to source for online tutoring work. They have the lowest service fees, which is cool. So starting at 20%, Study Pool charges the lowest service fees in the market, because those service fees for sure can add up. You know, if they're charging 30% per transaction, you know, that's 30% of the money that they're taking away from the time that you're putting in. Okay, so if we check out these recent questions, you can see how much, or not how much, but you can, I'm sorry, this caught my eye. The highest earners. Okay, let's check this out. $500,000 for Henry Professor, whoever that is, has made on Study Pool. Now, that's insane. I have not made that much yet in my entrepreneurial journey. I don't know about you guys, but damn, even if you made like a third of that in, 2 years, that is really, really great. And just look at these. This person has made $171,000. So, there really is opportunity here, clearly, as you can see. But just look at the recent questions posted. I mean, you can make $20 for answering something about Columbia Southern Business Ethics Leadership Culture Reflection paper. Hey, maybe you know about that. All you got to do is just answer it. If you see it and answer it, anthropology, name that fossil. $25. Boom. What's this? For $60, advanced microcomputer applications. $60 if you can answer the question. So again, this is a worldwide opportunity you can do from the comfort of your home. Maybe if you have a job during the day, if you're studying during the day, after you put the kids down to sleep, you can totally come to this website and do it, make it happen. So definitely check out Study Pool if online tutoring is interesting to you and if you think that you can answer these questions. So check that out.
All right, so the next method we're talking about to make some serious cash online is with a YouTube channel. Of course, I have to mention a YouTube channel. It's one of the most profitable side hustles, businesses in the world. Okay, so just breaking it down, I went over YouTube on a previous video, but there's a lot of ways to go about YouTube. But the idea is to build up an audience, build up a brand on the platform. No, it's not too saturated. No, you don't need a Hollywood studio to get started. No, your niche is not too saturated. Even if you're in a super saturated niche, such as fitness, such as online business, it does not matter. There's room for everybody at the top to grow. And so a lot of people ask me, okay, Marissa, well, I don't want to show my face. There's a way to make a channel with just faceless content. And of course, there's a way to make a channel with a personal branded channel. But there's so many advantages and disadvantages to both. But my specialty lies in helping you or helping people create a YouTube channel that grows fast organically, where you are in front of the camera, and also turning your YouTube channel into automated profits. So there's so many ways to passively monetize YouTube. Yes, it is active work, but all of the profits that come from the YouTube channel are passive, such as Google AdSense. Once your channel gets monetized, you can receive recurring revenue from Google AdSense or from Google every single month for the ads that play on your channel. My highest month with Google AdSense has been $12,700. It's fun. There's other income that I make from YouTube, such as my digital products, such as affiliate sales and all this fun stuff. So there's so many ways to monetize a channel. I believe that everyone should have a YouTube channel. That's how strongly I feel about it, okay? And so it's really a gold mine once you dig into it, but you have to have the right strategy, know what you're doing for sure so that the algorithm can send you views and traffic, and your channel can really start off with a bang. And so if you guys are interested in how I built my multiple six-figure business leveraging the YouTube platform, go ahead and download my subscribers to sales blueprint. It'll be in the resources in the description or right up here. You can grab it, okay? So definitely consider YouTube as one of the top ways to earn a living online and create passive income and income online. All right, so the next way that we're talking about earning money online is with high ticket closing. So basically you would become a high ticket closer. What does this mean? There's so many programs out there, masterminds, coaching, you name it, that need you to be a sales representative, get on the phone and close the call. Now before you're like, oh my God, like I can't do sales. Listen, if I were to go back in time and graduate from college or even be in college, I would have done this hands down. Because why? Once you learn the skill, it's very minimal work to make a 5-figure income from home. Not even needing a laptop, you just need your phone. And so how do you find jobs to be a high ticket closer? You can go in several different Facebook groups, such as the ClickFunnels group. It's super big. If you type in high ticket closer in one of these digital marketing groups, such as the ClickFunnels one, did I say ClickBank or ClickFunnels, okay? You can see previously that people have posted jobs like, hey, I need a high ticket closer. I need a sales representative for this program. And these programs are high ticket. They cost usually minimum $5,000 to $10,000, even some up to $20,000. So if you make between a 10 to 30% commission, you are doing very well. So I have several close friends who are sales representatives because it's a very popular digital nomad job, because you can work remote, you can work from anywhere. All you need is a solid internet connection and a phone, and they only have to work 15 to 20 hours a month to make good money. So they're actually really good at it. So they have a 70% close rate. So that means out of every 10 calls they have, 7 people buy. So they're easily making, $10,000 to $15,000 a month working very little. So it's a very easy job for them. And honestly, I wish I had this skill going back. I wish I knew how to close high ticket sales on the phone, because that's a very, very, very high income skill. And so here's what I would do if I was starting out, because I have no experience. I would reach out to people with high ticket programs and say, hey, I'm actually very new to this. I don't have any experience, but I'm willing to take a lower commission to start out, because I know my potential. And I know that in working with you and getting to know your sales scripts, that I will be able to close these people on the call, that I will be able to learn quickly and close these people at a higher percentage rate. And so give me a chance, please. No, really, that's the approach I would take. I would accept a lower commission because I don't have that much experience. But as I close higher and higher, and as my closing percentage increases, I would be like, okay, so give me more, give me a higher percentage now. And that's how I would approach it. And there's actually a girl I know, she's only 20 years old or 21 years old, and she's doing very well for herself. And she's young and she knows this skill, and it's really, really impressive. And so you could definitely figure out on Instagram who has high ticket programs, and more than likely they will need sales representatives. All right, so the next method that we're talking about to make money is with focus groups. And what are focus groups exactly? Focus groups are where you you participate in a study and people pay you for participating in a study. So there's a lot of different types of subjects of studies that you can participate in. From friends that I know that have done and participated in studies with focus groups, they've made anywhere from $100 to $200. And for a study that lasted up to 8 hours, they made $800. And I was like, wow. So some studies are online, some studies are in person. I'm sure there's a lot more online now, with the pandemic being very present still. But what I would advise is just go to Google and type in focus groups, and the top websites will appear, and they will say, the qualifications to apply to be a part of the study. And so that's why they're able to pay good fees to the people that are in the focus group, is because you need to qualify for it and you need to be a good candidate in order to participate, so that it makes sense for the thing that you are evaluating. So definitely just go to Google and type in focus groups and all of the information will pop up. All right, so the next way we're talking about earning money online is with OnlyFans. Oh my God, don't everybody yell at me at once. I know I've never mentioned OnlyFans before, but it's been interesting to me lately because I know the platform has a reputation to, well, you know what I'm trying to say. I mean, there's a whole bunch of nudes and sexual content on OnlyFans from creators posting, you know, booty popping pictures and, you know, all this exotic, erotic stuff. But the owner of OnlyFans, that wasn't the intention. OnlyFans has kind of, you know, gone that route of being bad because it has a reputation of, you know, the sexual photos. But the owner really wanted it to be an exclusive website where people had access to, you know, famous celebrities, to everyday influencers, to people, and get to know their personal side. They don't have to upload nudes and they don't have to have photos that are erotic, exotic, right? So that is why I say, like, I think the platform has a bad reputation, but I think the earning potential is still major. I'm thinking about it myself. I haven't decided yet because I like modeling for fun. It's a hobby, and these pictures I can't upload on my main Instagram. By the way, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, go ahead and check me out at Marissa E. Romero on Instagram. Give your girl a follow for more behind the scenes. But the point about the modeling photos, I'd love to upload them, but I just don't know where because they don't really go with the brand of, you know, making money online and online business and the Marissa Romero, you know, this brand that you see on YouTube. But I love the modeling photos I take, but they just wouldn't fall in line with the content that I have on my Instagram. So I've been thinking about it myself of offering a monthly plan for people to sign up and see exclusive content, vlog style videos to see my modeling photos and all that stuff. So that is definitely something to consider. You know, don't be afraid. You don't have to get naked in front of the camera, okay? And so I will definitely keep you posted about the whole OnlyFans thing. But we've made it to the end of the video. Whew. Thank you guys for sticking with me till this moment. And if you're enjoying this video, let's continue the fun. I have a great video that's coming up next. It's about the lazy way to make 1K a day online. That video starts right here. Just click right here and I'll see you on the next video. Who doesn't love the lazy way? In today's video, we're going to be talking about generating up to $1,000, very likely more than $1,000 a day online. How you